Long-distance truck drivers blocked the N4 between Hectorspruit and the Komatipoort in Mpumalanga yesterday. The drivers at Izusa Carriers are demanding that their employer, the Innovative Staffing Solutions, pay their provident fund and tax. They claim that the company is deducting monies from their salaries but is not paying the relevant bodies. In KwaZulu Natal, police are monitoring the situation at Mtubatuba near Empangeni on the KwaZulu Natal north coast, where violent protests took place yesterday until late into the night. Trucks and small vehicles were damaged when protesters pelted them with stones, forcing the police to close the N2 highway. Now, for more on the story and others, Hlasinyane Motaung joins me now live in studio. He's from the Motor Transport Workers Union. Mr. Motaung, thank you very much indeed for your time. Let's get a quick update with regards to the strike and the demonstrations that we saw yesterday. What's the latest?
Okay, thank you very much. The latest is the strike. It's called off, or we have reached an agreement with the employer with most of the things that we were complaining about.
Take us back to the demonstrations. What prompted it, and what is this new agreement that you've reached?
Okay. What prompted it, those members who works for Izusa decided to sell portion of their business to the company called Innovative Staffing Solution, whereby we are affiliated, or we are the member of the bargaining council for the road freight industry. There is obligations for the employer that the employer must do every month. One of the most important issue that was a problem is the provident fund. When the ISG took over these employees, because the portion of the business we're talking about that was sold, it's the employees, and that is very funny. Because if the owner is only going to sell the employees to another employer who is an agency, it becomes a problem. And that agency now doesn't fulfill the obligation of the employer. Their provident fund money was like no more deductions, nothing. The deduction was still happening, but it was never been paid over at the bargaining council anymore.
So I guess the question is, where was this money going to?
That is the most question that we're asking. And then what is more important to us is when we try to get answers from the Innovative Staffing Solution, they were very arrogant towards us as a trade union. They did not even want to talk to us, to a point whereby when we send the agent from the bargaining council to help us, they chase them out, saying that they don't want to talk to the union, but only the bargaining council people. And what is worse now, we lost 2 members in the same company. The other one got involved in an accident and passed away. Their families hasn't been paid.
Yeah, just elaborate on that. This is what sparked this, isn't it? When the 2 members passed away, workers were irate and wanted to know what's happening. Take us back. What was the scenario there?
Okay. Members were already complaining about the situation. But now when the 2 employees passed away and their families started struggling, not knowing where to go, as you know, if someone has passed away, you have to go as a family, go to see the employer, and the employer will tell you what is there for the family, what must the family get. And then now it was like these people were sent from pillar to post. Even today, they haven't been paid. And now it sparked the whole issue. And when we as a trade union try to talk to the employer, and the employer couldn't like give anything to us as a trade union, we decided to put a referral at the bargaining council, and fortunately we got a certificate to go out on a strike.
Okay.
And then we served them with a notice to strike.
So as it stands, what is the employer saying, and what sort of resolutions have been reached?
At this moment, what we have reached is employees demanded to go back to their old employer, who is Izusa, and they have agreed to work on that in a period of 2 months to take this employee out of ISG to go back to their original employer. And then now, obviously, the bargaining council must come in to come and deal with the issue of money, because there is this money that was deducted from employees for provident fund, and these employees has already received letters from SARS that they owe in SARS. They never done their returns since this new employer come in place.
So the time frame is 2 months. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
If your demands are not met within 2 months, are you going to go back out there?
We're not going to go back. Remember, now there is an agreement. And if the other party doesn't fulfill the part of the agreement, we will take them up with the labor court to enforce it, because the agreement is already there in place that we have signed yesterday. So immediately, if the other party doesn't fulfill their promise, we'll take them up with the labor court.
With this agreement, what's the mood among your members?
The members were very happy with this agreement because remember now, even when we go out on a strike, they knew that the strike might not be fruitful or maybe be at their expectations. But now they are happy with what we have reached yesterday in the agreement, that the employer has agreed to take them back so that they can leave that employer who doesn't want to do the bargaining council's responsibilities.
Yeah. Just take us and talk generally in terms of the industry. Yes. Are you finding this a common problem, or is it just limited to this situation of this company?
It is becoming a common problem now, because most companies, what they will do, they will either employ people and let them stay there as employees of a certain staffing solution company. And at the end of the day, you find out the staffing solution doesn't want to comply with what the bargaining council is saying, because most of them, they are not even represented at the bargaining council. They are not members of employers' organizations that are negotiating at the bargaining council. So it becomes easy for them to not even be part of what the collective agreement is saying of the road freight industry.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Let's leave it there. That's all the time we have. Hlasinyane Motaung is from the Motor Transport Workers Union, giving us an update with regards to that strike action. Des?